Hello everyone, thanks for joining. So let us start. My name is Ankit and I am one of the instructor for robotic process automation with Edureka. I have more than 11.5 years of experience in total, and from past 6 years I have been working in the robotic process automation space. In this session today, we will learn about introduction to automation anywhere. So first we'll learn about what exactly is robotic process automation, and then we will learn about RPA. That is, what is RPA, and then we will learn about what is automation anywhere. All right. And I'm also going to show you how you can subscribe to Automation Anywhere and how you can get access to Automation Anywhere Community Edition, and you can start creating your own bots. Okay, so that is something that I'm going to show you today. Yep, so let us start. Well, introduction. So these are the topics that we are going to cover. So we'll learn about introduction to robotic process automation. Yep, we will learn about what are the robot or RPA tools apart from Automation Anywhere. What are the other RPA tools that exist? We will learn about different Automation Anywhere editions. So there are many editions of Automation Anywhere that are available. We will also learn about Automation Anywhere installation. We will learn about Automation Anywhere architecture. Yep, Automation Anywhere robots, Automation Anywhere commands, Automation Anywhere clients, and we'll also try to do some hands-on on Automation Anywhere tool. Okay. All right. So now that we have discussed that, let us continue and let us learn about introduction to RPA. Now, what exactly is robotic process automation? Okay. Now, to learn about what is RPA, we should learn what is it or that we call a robot. Okay, so robot is any entity, right, that can mimic human action is what we call as a robot, right? So we have seen so many machines, we have seen so many other tools. So we don't call every tool a robot, but some specific tools we call them as robot, right? So the reason for that is that those entities which seem to be mimicking human action, we call those entities as robots. Okay, then what is a process? A process is nothing but series of steps taken in a particular order. That is what we call as a process. Say there are 5 or 6 steps, but if I'm not taking them in a particular order, then they're not leading to any meaningful outcome. We don't really call them as a process. And what is automation? Automation is when something happens without human intervention, we call that as a robot, right? So that is what we call as a robotic process automation. Okay. Now, if we combine these, so we get the definition of robotic process automation. So it is nothing but it is a technology that is capable of mimicking human action to automate a process, right, using software robots. So now we are going to learn about what are the top RPA tools that exist in the market. So see, in the market, you may find these 3 tools as the most prominent tools. Yeah, one is UiPath, one is Automation Anywhere, and then third is Blue Prism. Okay. Now with Automation Anywhere, yeah, it is a global leader. So Automation Anywhere and UiPath happen to be the biggest player in RPA market. Yep. So it is the global pioneer in digital workforce. Okay, it has 3,500 customer entities. That means 3,500 clients have purchased its licenses. They say that they have deployed 1.7 million robots. Over here, robots means a set of programs, not that 1.7 million machines. It means 1.7 million programs or automation programs that have been deployed. All right. So almost all the organizations are using Automation Anywhere. In India, if we talk about, these are the major companies that are using Automation Anywhere as a tool. Well, these are all the Automation Anywhere implementation partners. They are not really the organizations who are using it, but they implement it for their other overseas clients. What is Automation Anywhere really? So as we discussed, Automation Anywhere is an RPA tool. Yep, it is used for rule-based repetitive tasks automation. Okay, that is basically it's a tool. I will show you how it looks like. Okay, using this tool, if there is any process which is highly repetitive, which is rule-based, yep, so those kind of tasks I can automate. It offers some cognitive automation platforms as well, yeah, for structured and unstructured data. and this tool provides us with workforce analytics. That is, we can get the business intelligence from the processes that are being run by Automation Anywhere platform. Okay, now Automation Anywhere comes in various editions. Version 11, yeah, its support will end in 2022. So somewhere in 2022, this version will be obsolete. Okay, but it is still a version which is mostly implemented. It is implemented at most of the organizations. Now, version 11 will be replaced by version 2019. Okay, this is also called as Automation Anywhere 360. Okay, so AA 360 you call it, or you call it as AA 2019. It's one of the same thing. And for this Enterprise Edition 2019, you get a Community Edition also. All right. So the purpose of the Community Edition, you all would very well know, it is for the community of the developers who want to do the development and who want to learn the tools without having all the features. Yep, but enough to learn. So this is the Automation Anywhere Community Edition. So here we have the features, yep, of or the differences between different editions. So version 11, yep, so it is on enterprise cloud or on-prem it is available. It provides, there is something called as IQ bots. These are cognitive bots. Cognitive bots means gives a different types of invoices. So automatically these bots will be able to extract the information from those invoices irrespective of the format that those invoices carry. Bot insights, this will say you have 100 processes which are running, those processes generate logs. Okay, insights, using insights you can create a dashboard, and that dashboard will actually help you to get the proper dashboards and get the proper insights in your RPA or robot operations. Bot store, it's like a play store. So say if there is a developer, say I am a developer, I am a very, say, an excellent developer, I have created some module that I would want everyone else to be able to use, so then I will be using this bot store. So already created processes which are there, I can use those. Enterprise AA 2021, yep, so over here, yep, we have large and medium enterprises, yeah, we call for license and it is cloud or on-prem. Okay, then we have this community edition. We can create unlimited number of bots. Over here bot means processes. Okay, we get one bot license. This is wrong. Okay, so we get one bot license. No technical support is not provided for community edition. For free editions, technical support is not provided. Certified training, it is provided. It is not really related to community edition or any edition. It is available on the Automation Anywhere platform. Okay, so you can go to Automation Anywhere's website and you can get the training from there as well. Okay, that's a self-paced training that you can get from Automation Anywhere's website. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you with Automation Anywhere installation. So these requirements are for Automation Anywhere version 11 on premise. So you should know about these requirements also, because currently still in the industry, most of the organizations are still running the old version 11. And even in the new version, if you have to install that on premise, then these are the hardware and software requirements. Hardware and software requirements are still fine with us because most of the organizations, they would meet these requirements because these are the bare minimum requirements. So I'm not sure whether you would have to really think about these too much. Now, this is the architecture of Automation Anywhere platform. I will show you also just now, yeah, that how does it work. But see, there is one Automation Anywhere architecture. There is one control room at the center. So control room is the central application using which you can manage your entire RPA operations and the RPA platform. So control room is used to manage the platform. There is something called as bot runners or bot runtime. So this runtime is supposed to run the bots or the your automation code, if we speak it plainly. And using this bot creator, you develop your automation. All right, everyone. So this is how it actually works. So this is about the structured learning about automation anywhere. Yep, that is available at Edureka. So here we have all the features. You get an overview of automation anywhere. You get to do hands-on on every stage. Okay, so you get to do hands-on. You get to know introduction to the enterprise control room. You get to know automation anywhere variables and commands. You get to know metabots. You get to know the enterprise control rooms features. Yep, so on and so forth. Let me show you how we can work with automation anywhere. We go to say automation. All right, so we go to automation anywhere's page. Okay, and over here we go and we go to get community edition. Okay, so see here it talks about cloud-based RPA. It talks about the products. It talks about this the different solutions. Yeah, it talks about the resources. Okay, so you can also join the community of automation anywhere people. Okay, so you click on get community edition. All right, so then let's see if it will allow us with registration with Gmail account. If it doesn't, all right, so you fill in this form. Okay, so we'll get an email. So as soon as you fill this form, after a while, we should get an email from Automation Anywhere community, which I think I am already registered. So let us see if I get the credentials. Very good. If not, then I will use some other email address to get the email credentials. Okay, so once you have yep, so once you have created your account, you will get this kind of an email. Okay, and in this email, okay, it will give you a link to log in into the Automation Anywhere platform, and you will get a separate email wherein you will have the credentials. So see, this is how you will get it. Okay, once you click on this link, if you don't know the password, it will allow, if your first time login, it will ask you to change your password. When you change your password, yep, then you will be able to log in into this. All right, now how do we start with creating the bot on Automation Anywhere? So see, it says create your bot in 3 steps: build bot, connect to the computer, run the bot. Okay, so let us get started. So first thing that we have to do is, yep, we have to ensure that my machine is connected to this control room. So this is the control room of Automation Anywhere platform. So see, and this is a community edition, so we will not see many things over here, but see over here it's giving us the tutorial. Yeah, that it is, this is the button that we'll use to create the bot. Then here we have the control room. Here we have the in the matrices of our platform. Okay, then if I go over here, see over here we can see about the processes. I'll just install the bot agents. Here you can see the bots that you have created. Then over here, if the bots are running, you can see the activities of the bots. You can see the historical records of the bots. You can get insights. So bot insight I was talking about. Yep. So here you can create dashboards. and you will be able to see the business operations over here, right? Then we have, so from here we can manage the RPA platform. Okay, so here we have the IQ bots. Okay, IQ bot I won't be able to demonstrate to you right now. Okay, but from here we can create IQ bots. I can check which all devices are really connected to this control room. That we can see over here. Then there is something called as a global value. Okay, global values are basically some common data that I would want to be shared across the robots. Okay, say there is a path to an application which I would want all the other machines to be able to know so that they can open that application on themselves. So that's what are global values. And what are credentials? Credentials, as the name says, we can store username and password over here, okay, in the control room, so that we don't have to save our username and password separately on different types of machines, and we are able to keep our passwords secure, and we are easily and quickly able to modify the credentials as well, the usernames and the passwords, right? What are packages? Packages are nothing but kind of bundles which contain the functionality. Okay, so when we will create the bots, you will see that these are the packages from which we are using or we are creating our bots. Okay, then here we have the administration. Since we are using community edition, so I do not get many features over here. I get only one feature, that is I can see myself, I can enable and disable myself. All right, so this is the Automation Anywhere Community Edition. Okay, now how do I work with it? I go to the home, okay, and then I say I want to create a bot. All right, then I'll create a bot. So this is the name of the bot file. I can give a description. Create and edit. Okay, now this is our bot creator. Okay, so this is from where we create the bot. Okay, so over here, if you will observe carefully, this is the flow of the process that you see over here that we are going to create. Okay, so here you see the flow. Here you see actions. Commonly you can call them, for understanding only, you can call them as commands also. I like to call them as actions because I like to call the terms same terms that Automation Anywhere has really defined. Then we have over here, see, if I click home, I will go back to the control room. See, so these icons are all collapsed. See, so it is nothing but the icons have been collapsed, but it will take me to the same control room. All right, so this is how the Automation Anywhere editor looks like. Here I will just show you also in a minute. You will be able to see the action details. Action details means whatever action I am going to perform over here, I will have to provide it some detail. I will have to configure that action. So those action details will be available over here. Then over here, see, we have an assistant also. So this assistant helps us to see if there are any issues in the bots or not. If I have to run my bot, I have to run it from here. If I have to run my bot in debug mode, I debug it from over here. All right. Here we have the standard commands. See, find this in the bot, control, undo, redo, copy, paste, cut. Okay. Copy to the clipboard, paste from the clipboard, clear the breakpoints. All right. Then view wise, this is flow view. If I want, I can get a list view of my process as well. List view means I will see the commands stacked line by line. I will not see a flowchart. In the dual view, I will get a flowchart view as well as the command view. All right. So this is the Automation Anywhere's, yep, the editor. Okay, so I will go back to the home. Okay, now what I have to also do is that how do I ensure that automation anywhere runs on this machine? Okay, so in order to make automation anywhere run on this machine, what I will have to do is I will have to ensure that an application is installed over here on my machine. All right, so how do I do that? I'll just show you. Okay, so this is my system. Okay, over here I have to install, there is something called as a bot agent. So we go over here. So see over here on the devices, you see that there is nothing over here in terms of devices. So I go to the home. I've already clicked create a bot. Okay, well, this is just an email that we get. Okay, so over here on the explore page, I go over here and I click open AARI. Okay, so this is automation anywhere digital assistant. Okay, so using this we can see the different types of requests that I have on automation anywhere platform. Okay, all right, so we are over here. Where are we gone? Have I closed that page? Sorry. Here it is. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is say there is something called as a step. Okay, so step is what? Step is nothing but a kind of, you can say, a block within which you would write various other actions. Okay, so this is stop. So say my first automation that I'm going to create is going to be to display a message. So what I've done is I've dropped a step. I'll name this step, say my first demo AA2019. Okay, and then over here, yeah, what I will write is hello world. Okay, so this is what is meant by this, yeah, this area over here. So I can use it to configure the different types of actions that I have in automation anywhere. If I change the view, this is the list view. See, in the list view you will be able to see a more compact view. In flow view you will be able to see a flow chart view. So I think I would like list view because it is more cleaner and convenient for me to see what is happening. Okay, and dual view I would not really use, but yeah, I can use. I'm telling this as my personal opinion. Then I press run. Okay, so what it says in order to run I have to connect the computer to this page, because ultimately this is still just a web browser, right? So I've just done something in the browser, so I have to ultimately run it on the machine. So I click run it or connect it to the computer. So it says either the device is disconnected, needs to be upgraded. So why it is saying so? Because I have to install. See, there is something called as automation anywhere bot agent that I have not installed. Okay, so how do I get that agent is something that I have to explore. Well, we get an option somewhere over here when we have created it for the first time. No, we get an option to download the bot agent. It should have given me an option. There is used to be an option to download the bots. Discover bot is not the one. We'll get the trial as well, but it says it is already installed. See, it's actually, the thing is that exe, that AARI runtime interface, that I have uninstalled. So it already says that I am connected. Okay, so that's the thing. So if there is an agent already, I will uninstall that agent. And I will reinstall the agent. The agent that is getting downloaded, I'll just reinstall it. So I'm uninstalling the already existing agent so that I can show you these things from scratch. Yes, I want to remove. Okay, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to install this agent. So I installed it for all the users on my machine. I click yes. All right, sorry for that. Okay, so we installed this AARI. Now what we will do is, yep, we will try to connect our machine. Okay, so as such, we don't really require to do anything special to connect our machines. Let me delete this device. Okay, so this is how it is going to look like. Ideally, when you are creating the bot for the first time, it will give you an option to connect to your machines. If not, then you can go to the devices. Okay, and from over here it says connect a local device. So you will click over here. It says connect to my computer, install the bot agent. Yes. Enable extension. Let me see if I have enabled the automation anywhere extension. So on this browser it is not enabled. Okay, so we will have to enable an extension of, so let's see, /extensions. This extension will automatically be installed, so you have to enable it. So I've enabled it, yes. Okay, turn on extension, then connect to your computer. It is done, and you see it says it is configuring and my machine will now be installed. If I click on this machine name, it will tell me the information, that what is the information about. It will tell me about the auto login settings on the machines. It will tell me the screen resolution, right, which is being used. It will tell me about the deployment. options, it will tell me about the advanced options also. Okay, all right, so now that we are over here, okay, our machine is kind of connected, so let us go to our automations and let us see if we are able to make our automation run or not. So I press the run button. It is notifying the device, and on my machine I will see a message box. So steps are simple. First, create an account, then on the control room create the code, then connect your machine, and once your machine is connected, come back to the code, press the run button, and see, I see a message box, right? So this is how I'm able to automate the process. Okay, so, but message box is very basic thing. Likewise, there are so many other commands also that you can see over here. So for example, there is something called as a recorder. So recorder is nothing but, yep, a recorder is nothing but an application using which you can do the front end or UI automation, using which you can really mimic human action. So how do we work with this recorder? I capture or I drag this recorder command. It asks me what I want to automate. Do I want to automate a website? So I choose a browser. Do I want to automate an application? Desktop application, I choose an application. So let us say over here, okay, so say I have to automate this application. Okay, so how do I do that? I refresh. So it will give me a list of all the windows that are open on my machine. So I'll choose this expensive standalone. Okay, then what do I want to do over here? See, window title is what? This is the one. Okay, do I want to change the size of the window? No. Then what do I want? I want to capture the object. Okay, so I'll click capture object. Okay, and if I come over here, it will allow me to capture the object. See, okay, so here an object has been captured. So likewise, I can capture more objects and I can create my automation. See, and here I get to know about the properties of the, see, this is the preview of how the object looks like. Yeah, action to take on the object. What do I want to do on the object? I want to say write something in the object. What do I want to write? I want to write, say, 2020 on gmail.com. Delay means how fast I would want it to type. Okay, and here are the properties of the object, means how automation, what information automation anywhere has read about this object. So that is what is contained over here. See, all right, and then I click save. Okay, and then I can make it run. It will redeploy it. Now I will see a message box and I will see that automation anywhere will type something over here. Yep, so this is how, likewise, I can recapture the other objects and we can do the automation. Okay, so using automation anywhere, you can explore it yourself as well. See over here, it gives you different types of commands, say commands related to file, commands related to file upload, commands related to Google, commands related to folders, FTP, yep, DLL, clipboard, commands related to the browser, commands related to the recorder. See, so we have recorder and we have record. You can assign the values into variables like that. So there are different types of commands, yep, that you can learn using this. All right, everyone. So that was a brief about the Automation Anywhere platform. This is Automation Anywhere old platform version 11, which is deprecated now. So that is about our introduction to Automation Anywhere platform. Thanks everyone for joining this session today. Thank you.